Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Feng Shui Flying Star for the month of October. And we're talking about the Northwest sector today and how you can use this sector for your benefit. So welcome, everyone, and my name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system. And if you are new to me, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel as well as like, comment as we go along. So I've got a lot of free resources for you. They're already linked below if you just want to skip ahead and go for the free stuff, but I would stick around to listen to what we've got going on here. As a matter of fact, what I want you to do is take action today. Everything that I put on, or I'm going to say 90% of what I put onto YouTube is, or many of my social posts, they are really for you to take action now. So I really believe that if you wait and go, oh, you know what, I'm going to watch this later, the time is going to pass. So I just actually had a client reach out to me and was talking about FOMO because the fear of missing out because she had missed some of these dates. So the best thing I would advise for you to do, watch it while we're in production with all of this, and then you're going to get the most benefit from it. Okay? All right. So here we go. This is my business model right here, person, space, and time. So I always talk about astrology, Feng Shui, and the timing piece. So the first step that I want you to do is to grab your astrology chart. And the reason that we do that with classical Feng Shui, I'll go back to that slide in just a sec so you can grab that link. It's freebusinessastrology.com, but we have that link below as well. So the astrology has, I really love my software, the way that I've designed it, because it really does have person, space, and time and universe embedded into this software. And we'll be talking about all these different components, but in this series, what we want to do is we want you to find out some of your best directions and things like that, and also the animals that are in your chart. So your year of birth is going to be about your social circles, your month is about your career, your day is about your partnerships, and your hour of birth is about your goals, if you will, what goals you want to set. So even if you don't know your hour of birth, you still have 75% of the picture for you. And then the next thing I would advise you to do, and also you may want to download the people that you are sheltering in place with, because this is a really difficult time. I've been hearing on the news, I'm watching it quite closely for a lot of reasons, but what we're seeing that there's resurgence in parts of China. We're seeing big resurgence in Europe, and that only means it's going to happen here in the US as well. This is a nasty, nasty, nasty virus, and we can't take it lightly. So your space is really important, and I really want you to take advantage of that. So the next thing after you have downloaded the charts for you and all that you're sheltering in place with, just go onto my YouTube channel. There's a couple of different ways that you can learn about either the forecast for the month, or you can just go and listen to the specific animals. Just go onto my YouTube channel. There are actually little snippets that I took from my annual event in January talking about the meadow rat, and then you can find out those individual animals on how you're going to fare in 2020. That's really important that you understand that. And when I talked about year, month, day, and hour, now I didn't go as extensively today on what those pillars mean, because I talk about this 9 days in a row every month. So go back and listen to one of the other videos you're going to need to listen to anyway to find out what the information is about the various areas. But you need to find out what part of your life it's affecting, right? So if it's your reputation, social circles, and all the things that it has relating to that particular pillar. And I also want you to know that I really focus on business. I really feel that if you are really satisfied in your business, doing all the things that you want to be doing in your business, you're less likely to be made redundant. And also, if you have your own business, keeping it afloat in these challenging times, when you start using these metaphysical tools, it really is going to help start uplifting your business as well. So I'm really excited to help you out on that. All right, so let's talk about the space. We're going to talk about the flying star first. We're in the Northwest Palace. We've talked about the center, southeast, south, southwest, and west. So today we're going to specifically talk about the northeast. We are in what's called period 8, and what that means is that is the most timely. It's right now. We're right in that period right now, but we're leaving period 8. We're going to be going into period 9 officially in 2023, but quite frankly, we're already here. We can start already using this period 9 energy, but let's stick with period 8 right now. This is about, really taking care of yourself, taking care of others. It's nurturing. It's very good for properties. It's very good for medicine, if you will. So we still might have some nice breakthroughs as far as medicine. Keep our fingers crossed on a viable and safe vaccine to just literally save millions and millions of people. I know that there's this whole anti-vaxxing, and it's viable. I personally know someone who is never going to ever be that same person because of a flu vaccine that this gentleman took a couple years back, and he is just the shell of a person. I get that piece of it. But when you think about things like polio, and I mean, without that vaccine, we wouldn't have, the healthy people that we have today, because it would have taken over literally, vast numbers of people. So vaccines, I'm on the side of, if it's safe, and if it's going to save millions of lives, I think it's something that we should all be looking for. But we are going to see those kinds of breakthroughs in period 8. But it is also about current cash flow. So if you are a little bit low on cash, use the Northwest sector in the month of October, the entire year, and this is where it can start helping you bring in cash flow. Okay, great. Now, let's look at the month, and let's see what the month has to offer as well. So when you're looking at this infographic, and it starts getting crowded as we start going around the grid, what we have here is an 8, that's our annual number, and 1, which is our monthly number. So when we look at the left-hand side in the entire of all the directions, we know that that's going to be our monthly combination, and that's going to change, and the information is going to change every month as well. So what we, just so you understand my icons and color coding, the blue ones are going to be the positive, the red are going to be the negative, and ideally we want to be where all the blue is at, and take caution, or at least understand what's going to be happening in the other sectors. Okay, so let's look at what we've got going for the 8-1 in the month of October in the Northwest sector. Okay, so what we can expect is disruptions. Things are going to get in the way, so that's what an 8-1 is going to be about. Yes, the 8 is very good, the 1 is very good, but we actually have it's earth and water is what those two numbers actually signify, and that can create a little bit of muddiness, confusion, that kind of thing. But so really, it really is more about taking the time and waiting, having a bit of patience. So we really need, again, this is a second indication already that I've talked about this month. Yesterday's area, I talked a little bit about yin and yang as well. But this is more about not just yin and yang, but it is really just waiting and having the patience for the right time for things to happen for you. So you will achieve success, but it is because you're going to demonstrate patience, humility, and self-discipline. You got to have some discipline here. I really think that there's this urgency that we have to get things done. Yes, there are times when we do have to, but again, just like I said yesterday, we can't be in this yang state of mind always. You will collapse if you do that. So really try to figure out, how you can get a little bit of focus and patience here. So a good strategy this month is to review things like your business plan. review your goals. When was the last time you did really seriously update them? Now that we've got this new energetics coming in with this new decade, and we've got, we're dealing with this pandemic, all of the things that everyone is dealing with right now is your business plan and your goals relevant to what's happening right now? And that's where you're going to be successful, is to be able to pivot when you need to pivot. Right? Or even a marketing funnel that you may have, if it's not converting the way that you want it to, or as you had, originally thought it would be, what I'd like you to do is analyze it and analyze these plans impartially, which is kind of hard to do when it's your own stuff. So maybe you need to have somebody else look at it, but try to discover what that missing piece or that missing hook or potentially your blind spots are, so that if you weren't previously aware of them, now that you are, you can take the steps that you need to take to put them back into place so that things move forward the way that you want them to. Okay? So this is also indicating that you could learn a new skill to overcome this particular problem. I mean, right now with everyone being online, if you want to learn anything, obviously check the source in which you're learning things, but obviously you can learn anything online in today's world. So it's just a matter of just searching a little bit deeper. Do you need to learn something about finances? Do you need to learn something about writing business plans? Do you need to learn about how to write marketing funnels? Whatever it is, there's resources out there for you to tap into. Okay, all right. So if you are able to unravel this obstruction, you may see some financial gain in the end. So that's what the 8-1 has to offer for you. Okay. All right. So let's look at this now from the dial. I didn't want to go that fast. I want to go to this dial first. This is the Flying Star dial for the year. And what I've done is I put in red, don't read any negative or positive in it, it's just so you can see it. In the Northwest, we have an 8-1. So this is over a floor plan. So again, knowing what this is all about, you can start spending time in that area for you to absorb this energy. And that's really what we're trying to do here. We're not really talking about Feng Shui activations or anything. What I want you to do is I want you to physically take your body, take your laptop to your computer, whatever a notepad, whatever it is you are going to be working on, and move your body into that area. That's going to help you recharge and start absorbing that energy. Here's the caution though. I want you to be in the positive energy. I want you to avoid being in the negative, and that's where you're going to start balancing out everything that's happening in your life. So that's where it's going to be helpful for you. Okay. All right. And then the next dial I want you to look at is the annual Feng Shui dial. So what we have in the Northwest, it looks kind of neutral because there's really, from a Feng Shui, there's no green, there's no red, there's no, killings and all of that, of some of the negatives that you see in an annual Feng Shui dial. So you don't have to deal with that in the month of October, but we do have the 8 there. So we do know from the Flying Star perspective, because I'm giving you 2 different systems. That looks like I'm giving you 4. 2 different systems. One is Flying Star, which is the numerology of your space that you're living and working in, and then the Feng Shui of your space, which has a little bit different energetics and application. But really what I'm trying to help you do here is trying to find balance, trying to find where money can be found in the space, and for you to help you achieve your goals. That's the whole meaning behind why I'm trying to help you during this series. Okay, so we know that we don't have a Feng Shui implication here, but for those of you who are just watching this, you may want to go back to the other videos to see how to use the annual dial. But basically, you use the green and avoid the red. You can use the Southwest. That's a frequently asked question, where the Southwest has the 3 killings going over the snake, the horse, and the goat. So you can be in the Southwest, but just don't renovate. Don't do any, hanging of artwork. Don't be digging outside of your space. And that's also a good point to know, that what happens outside of your building that you are working or living in, that's where the feng shui starts. So we need to improve the exterior to benefit from interior. So remember, it always starts on the outside. So if you see things that are beautiful surrounding it, what I mean by nice greenery, nice green hills, nice water, that's great. If you see pointed objects, pylons, broken things, a lot of trash, things that are in ill repair, that's going to downgrade your feng shui. So what we want to do is upgrade it. And where do we want to upgrade it? Where those positive areas are for the annual and the monthly. That way you're going to start benefiting from feng shui. All right, let's have a look very quickly at a floor plan that has the feng shui dial over. And again, in the northwest, we see that it's a neutral because this is the annual dial. But then when we add the other dial onto it, we have where we can see that annual 8 wealth star. So again, if you are low on cash flow, please, please, please use the northwest. And then also remember, look on the outside of your building so we can start improving that area so you can get the most benefit out of this particular sector in 2020, especially in October. Now, I didn't put the monthly on here. You're going to have to do that yourself. But if you are interested in getting those free dials, I'm absolutely ecstatic to get those to you. Just go to freecompassdial.com. There's also a little cheat sheet in there to tell you how to take a compass reading. You are going to need an accurate floor plan. So basically what you're going to want to do is either draft it out yourself, taking, kind of old school. There's apps out there. I really can't recommend one because I have someone do my floor plans for me, but I'm sure that they do exist. The ones that I've tried, if you've got furniture, it gives you a false read. So maybe the technology is a little bit better. If you know of a great app that designs floor plans, please link it below. Let's help each other out here. And again, I can't give a recommendation to something that I don't really feel that I've had success with, but my compass dials will give you success. Okay. All right. So then let's go on to some of the other freebies that I'd like to talk to you about. I have another not channel. It's still the same channel, but another topic, and it's favorable timing, and it's my TimeBlazr business management system, and it is a personalized calendar that is based on your astrology. We always start with the astrology first. We can never personalize anything unless we know what we're personalizing it to, and the way that we do that is through your business astrology. So if you're someone that is launching a product, program, service, if you are someone who's launching a website, writing a book, you're an author, you spend all of this time to create this wonderful content, and you might be talking to crickets. So this is where it can help you choose a good day and a good time to do your launches. So what we have is a series that's called TimeBlazr Tuesday. Every Tuesday morning I go on and I talk about the upcoming week. So, and if you are interested in trying out the TimeBlazr and following along, just go to free 30-time trial. It's an amazing personalized system, and there's no credit card required at this time. So you may not even have time for that, and if you don't, then just go on my Facebook or LinkedIn page, the TimeBlazr or 5 Elements Group Facebook, or my Kathleen Zemansky LinkedIn. Let's connect over there as well. And then I give you a little snippet every day, the day before, so you understand what's happening in the each and every day, but you can already plan for it for the next day. Obviously, having the full-time Blazer, that's where the real power and your empowerment lies. But, start wherever you need to start so you can start using this information. Okay, now I also have an upcoming free webinar, and this is using a TimeBlazr date, and this is a remove day virtual power hours. And what this is going to do is we're going to be using a TimeBlazr good day and time. And what we want to do is we want to make space to have opportunities come our way. So this is what I want you to do is find a 2-hour project, no more than 2 hours, that you can successfully complete. I don't want you to tear up your entire space, because that's going to overwhelm you, and it is also going to start creating some havoc in your life if you have more disorder at the end. So let's do a bite-sized piece. You're going to experience the TimeBlazr firsthand, and here is my suggestion. I'm going to go back to these 2 dials, and I'm going to look at it from this perspective here on this floor plan. So you see both the Feng Shui and the flying star. And what I would do is I would choose either the northeast, the west, or even the northwest, a little bit of the southeast, the dragon, or the, right next to this big red bar. There's a couple of sectors before we hit the snake and the 3 killings. Those would be the areas that I would choose one of those and go, what can I clean up there? Because there's good feng shui there. If I open up that area, not only will I be doing, some good for that area to bring some vibrancy to that area, I'm going to bring some opportunities that my way as well. It's an amazing way to get things done, as well as drawing into these metaphysical tools that will help you move forward. I really love remove days. I love them, love them, love them. So hopefully you can make that. And there is a link below for that one as well. Excuse me. But just go to bit.ly / power hours 1023. And it is on October 23rd, 2020, 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. Pacific. So 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Pacific. And so just kind of go on your world planner clock to figure out what that is in your time zone, and hopefully you can make it. So figure out what you're going to do before the day so we can help you get things moving. All right. If you are new to my channel, again, I would really appreciate your help, and subscribe. Hit that like button if you liked what you heard today. Please tell me what you did like about today and how I could do things that will help you and your space, your astrology, better timing, and even using the universal gateway to manifest the things that you want to be bringing in. So there's a lot that we have to offer here, and I'm very, very excited about that. I also talked about, at the beginning, I talked about my annual event. Well, I have my January annual event coming up in the 16th and 17th of January 2021, live stream only for obvious reasons, and it will be 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard each day. And you need to go to bit.ly /metal ox. Now, there is an extra early bird special going on right now. There are a ton of costs associated with this, even though it is live stream, so I do have to charge a little bit to get you in there, but it is an amazing, amazing event. What is unique about my event that I have never seen at any others, what we're going to be doing, it's going to be like a piece by piece, where you're going to be understanding what the astrology is, the world trends are going to be for the year. You're going to be setting your annual goals that day or over that weekend, and we're also going to help you get it, to get your feng shui, the feng shui dials onto your floor plan, so you have what you need to go forward for the following year. So it is going to be your playbook for the year. I'm so excited about this event. And then we do a really kind of calling in of the universe to help you bring in and manifest what you want for the year. So it's a real condensed version of just this 2 days of concentration to help you get set up for the year. Now, I did talk about it at my annual event in January before we, heard the severity of what COVID was going to bring. But I did talk about what is today's reality of wearing face masks, and the stock market's going to be so tumultuous, and real estate, especially in that business sector, is going to tank. So it's all here. And so I really want you to start paying attention, because astrology and science and all of the other matrix are really, it's proving true. So don't miss it this year, okay? So you want to buy early so you can get those extra early bird tickets. And hopefully by next week, if you're coming to the annual event, the Remove Day Power Hours, I might have my pre-order for my annual book ready. I'm not sure. We'll see. But hopefully we'll have that link ready for you for next week. So, okay, my friends, we will see you tomorrow. We're getting around to the last 3 sectors. It is the north, northeast, and east is what we have to cover yet. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of the day. And I sincerely, sincerely thank you for your following and your time today.